Later, Monica, Mana Willie earrings. We're in the no earrings. No, 12 market here.
Adawe. Ibero la rema Monica lane comgesha. Maro earrings. Roma beti genu mo ekano roma no tin no mo. Ento earrings mero bet manu tin.
Just to stand out.
Yes.
Which means more again my en maro to 12. And then pa maro necklace. Ento earrings. I can buy earrings me any amount of money. Currently, killing me earrings and me a chill, just a pair, as long as they're sexy and nice. I will make them.
And you know it works because you will check, so you don't have so much going on in your hair.
Exactly.
So Erie has to.
Exactly. So me are complimenting the fact that I pair a year which, so I have to balance it out. We can do better, Nini.
We cannot be with jump.
Did you go for boys to men?
I know that where ko.
In the millennium, kiloni millennium.
The fact that you know tea sand.
Yeah.
Utum late kon one camera furcha para chela para rios fukano daka ramadaka yellow so a bit bot gang.
And then a time a friend of mine had offered me will a ticket. Kong a year kong mabe, but later on I thought ni Monday umiero chok diro chon wa fuka kan enani umiero team show me kudiro then koni afternoon better no better take sports ka Kenya acha wine no. Let me sacrifice now. Emma Dano Paul Penyeni, a journalist, is about sacrifice. Especially one of your Matimo current affairs, maybe and sports. You know, in most cases, you forego happiness. You chewing Madano Tikere, pay to wear a chair, yes, so freely like Joe Mokana. Because when you
chair can teach.
A chair can teach in most cases. Tutuale anka chair caneno deal when your chair caneno cricket monati teach.
Pida birka which map show pia chaka kanano turu pa lugangwa mage aki ture o kera city go beri National Theatre yupgi magu birka luine Echoes of Laweno o beri be mada bene pe pa birka ne piana iti dok tika temo interview kidana magetika temo acting latino makilonye ne ujako kelti temo na beri twal yo kera
Pa furi. And I met him right. No mere ke watch a condo, nature la commissi la mere tika quene. Any heroes de what you have day. No, I did been a gang, ni nyuta kong ni la mere tika quene ke ringi kong. By the me tell you Emma and Jamie mom manlopeki Jamie mom makelo pa culture.
Yes.
Kura mamekwa metekwara ti enu jemi mana mara to twal because anatamu ni society mamekwa Uganda ni petwaro ka dong mabet twal unless we were lotino mamekwa ngi culture mamekwa tining and culture can be through arts performance arts chalo way and so I miss so much I will need better killer did know but ma
yes you be guest of honor o be kono bada kanano miel chuli miel tekwaro we pala weno book ma kot pa bitek nan an pa ngay ni kiloni dak pa bitek ay ngay en non kwan le block ay no ki lu do ngi no kot pa bitek and the right pronunciation is a kot pa bitek.
Wow, that is so good.
Kwana book ani
pa kwana
but it was weekend no warning when it Sara Adong watika temo po kira weekend wa war ma beg and maleng
mo kana ma food people will Champions League by the way. Who are you supporting? Iberka chwa Man City keje Inter Milan.
Man City don't go low to twine.
Ingeo aberu kaneno dilo ni a chair dondo. A friend of mine invited me. Kigulu waini bi wanen ko dilo ka chiel. Sana pe unity chwa nga waini ana chwa maniu enter part where chwa Man City. Ani pingo. Ni ingeni ka Man City otiun kikobo and no breaking record mameka onyo no equaling record mamekwa because Man U yenu otiki kobo me treble in the English in England
Premiership
yes ki FA so en wajani no miera chwa Inter Milan enter the ban wajani ko Guardiola but you keep over there.
Man go balo record per Man U.
Yeah, they equal Man U already. So far right now in England,
in terms of sport per Man U.
I know. So hard luck to Inter Milan.
Guardiola don't be retiring. What
Guardiola now needs to win World Cup.
I'm telling you.
He needs to win World Cup because he has to be Spain. He has to be like Lionel Messi. Messi has won everything. Including World Cup. So Guardiola, I would wish to see Guardiola go and become the next coach of Spain. Yeah, we're going to think about me.
You know, because your team, man, we can be jam packed. Come out very Kampala. Jim at Mumbai, team making thing. You're a kid more deal. You be you Man City lawyer. Okay, the Inter Milan. You here. You work on it. Check you for my team. ichawa mo ichawa many po no onyo today in history tin no bere ni ana market we kere president machon me South Africa la dit Nelson Mandela ni ndo Pierre ni ndo pa we ari me de ma bichel mo akali ba chel ki mi abu ngwan ke Pierre bichel wi ngwan 1964 sara ngome wi po ye kom Nelson Mandela
gen mana po ye ko kom Nelson Mandela ko bero ngarmo teka mampire bero tek mano chung pijemi ma en ye matikiti ni ye maki wani values mano believing in his values too obere freedom fighter ngarmon wanya matak to 12 mener ni jome South Africa gingu no rom pa bere wilobo mameki because if you remember that time when the Boers, if you remember that history a senior for the Boers and then the Englishmen keremago binu kere the Dutch keremago binu kere South Africa they started discriminating down South Africa, the real Africans who own South Africa. So Ladit Eneni through his political party Maglo NC, Gingucha as young boys, back when no, we cannot stand this kind of apartheid, we cannot stand this kind of discrimination in our own soil. Where we started fighting against that. Karachel came by the Winnie Madikizela. Yeah. So, of course, unfortunately, Kitwela did earn and finishing 27 years in prison.
And imagine, no, Kimio ere again death sentence.
Yeah.
Kimira Nimir Kineko, introduced Waka, punishment reduction,
life imprisonment.
Life imprisonment of 27 years. Joe can appear good we will over for 27
years.
And
Emma, what amused me most, Kirema Nelson Mandela was in prison still. Lokpa activism tungwara in South Africa within South Africa mano anti-prison war. And that is why I have a book a friend of mine brought for me from South Africa, The Journey of Nelson Mandela Karachel Ginki Winnie Madikizela Lamego Mamege. So Lamego Mege Bena in by the time he was leaving Mechiarkere prison, he had already inculcated that activism in Winnie Madikizela. But then after that Winnie Madikizela was also arrested. But unfortunately, she got out of prison before Nelson Mandela. And to Gino Yomuchunya to Twalni, even 27 years in prison, Mandela Berokini ye, ni one day, one time, South Africa will be liberated. And when South Africa got liberated, all of Africa got liberated. That's why today we have Nambole Mandela National Stadium in Nambole, named after him.
Nelson Mandela. Go Kong release maki gonya and kid buj 1991 la wo maja foot and magonya no bieno ki yum ich madwong wakumbeti dana madwong foot poy kome Sara pebedong mi pitweje kan ngeni kitwe ane buj ento bene pi castrating and Sara punishment mo malet castrating le castrating gen era pedano.
Man, Nelson Mandela, why you need bed pain to think about Nelson Mandela career sacrifices. Akwero, surely, you would want to compare him to Christ. Because la kurichwin enemy, Yesu Christo kera no berutie kere. But if you look at our political leaders today, no one can do what Nelson Mandela did.
Which are buj malatin malatidi ukar buj madong la cho maladir kiloa wen we marane wen me bulu wen tiro buj tiene ayene market we kere and in the pa we are me do me bichel mwakali bichel kimi abong wen ki piara bichel we angwen 1964 Nelson Mandela president machol me logo South Africa manok kay eno ichawa meni po kong no wanen lok madom headlines madom machikate me kon ken pink me gitika cheko RDCs ni mirgunen ne guchubo lok me larangom e ken dano ngati waje lok en yeberu mego Barbara Nekesa ba en benti treasurer pa dul new party me NRM go berka waje lok man kan ma go beri mobilization sara NRM team mobilization ko beri mateka da gitika going back to the drawing board ni pingo NRM oporo kamo guporie of course guloy 2021 elections and kamo guporie ngomu wa guporo ngoma kiroma yupune gubere kwena gubera ne chaka mone kapelera chika mone we mera will manok eno komede gitie kwena mego Barbara Nekesa karachelo ke deputy secretary general namiyanja mego gitie wachini mirki ki yup Jimmy Mogomo berka bale in 2021 and that time is a good step kemenerne for 3 more years to 2026 but when me ko tem gena anone
political evaluation is very paramount evaluation till lokati any kai team Jimmy money after that me the dock down to the grassroots on ground Mene enoni kong project enoni watimu kuman enoni nyopo achieving ngomu wero po achieving like that. One, I think some of the critical issues ma the NRM or stapling out to better lock pa a lara pa lobo nya lara pa ngom manlemon woni land conflicts and Jamie enoni when comes as various reasons. One, ginmo wel kong ma chel kong gingu wayni RDC umier go kondano katika lara pa ngom, but with the guidance of the legal fraternity nyo ni kainiti it where icherka solving court cases me land conflict pedo mierdo you need to side with one party, the other party you do not decide with them. However, they need to help people make konyo dano no ben again gitika what in hand with the chick the national laws. Because of Lokpa, Lara Pangom has become very paramount. In the last election, by the way, some of the reasons that's why my NRM performing my bed as well, because a political party in government cannot take a performing my bed. They should have gotten at least 70% of winning. Yes. But they got only 58%. Mono neurone, there's something wrong. And if every time you take a winning between 58, 60, 54, 58 and above, which means there's something, an indicator, and one of it is the issues of the land conflict. Benemi, I remember some time back, Aberoka Lokidano, Kitungmala, Giwani, Inoni RDC Zenani, Ginki Komgi are also a very big problem when it comes to issues of land conflicts. Inoni, because maybe perhaps an RDC is interested in a given party, and no chair behind, no tika chwako again the other side. So beneke logo even with the judges and the magistrates, Emma. Giwachi, they tell you these RDCs they're the biggest menace. So I am happy that finally that the Deputy Secretary General has off Gien Karachel Kinekesa, Magin, they are the top officials, SEC members for NRM, they are now identifying these challenges.
RDCs as a whole, calling them out. We are COVID-19 vaccination, mass vaccination. La diet la wacheka in dong district ipegitika no yara gwar ti loko RDC I don't teach petitim. Pien teach gimengo. Teach promoting teach pagamente a district amagiti yeni. So polaka ka beka wati na kiti calling them out kumer no gwak teach magiti tem na bebe peresa.
Yes, because kay na again that job description JD Mamegi is mobilizing the government program again, mobilizing people and monitoring the government programs. Yeah, so in the monitoring teach mamega the pedo mier the bindon kabala teacher bala like dividing people. Most of the RDCs have been doing, but you see, Emma, in most cases these things happen. And to put when you come on kitika punishing RDC, the best they do is one ka in Emma ibero equal kuo iamoro gitwali kwene gitwali mbale
mono
local link enemy. But I would want to hear Nika kino RDC money ti implicated kilopa land conflict ni ene tika wekodan tika larngom nyopitika solving problem. I want to hear that the RDC is in prison like they've done to the Iron Sheet MPs.
I know.
Ministers.
Sarah, RDC is mukana be magiti temiti be mukana banana because me igi transfer your. We po RDC kape me Kampala City kamo ene mbocha koda lokam street vendor.
Hudu.
Chikitu kichwara wa yumbe. Yes. Dano beno ima igi yumo tu alino ti balo biachara get the street me Kampala. Eno generaja de dai.
Challenge Madit bere Madis RDCs also want to face this. I want to put myself in their shoes, by the way, Emma. Challenge Madis RDC is facing Benetti conflict from the political offices. Now, there is a very, very big tendency today, let me say like for instance, Kampala's case. The Lord Mayor, Tamoni, and is on top of everything. RDC Bene, Wani, and Bene, I am in charge of this. Yeah, teach, but RDC is monitoring government programs. Like for instance, the KCCA Act, all the traders must go to the market. Why are they vendoring in the streets of Kampala? Now, the role of the RDC is to come and monitor why the law is saying this. Why are these people in the streets? Now, the politicians, by the way, both NRM and opposition, again, when you find that they end up backing at the RDC, ni RDC Anatika, you remember the Iri Poyo Lopa Jennifer Musisa, how did she leave Kampala?
Yeah. What you got when you are lock money and Matica making pain headlines, but no, America watch up you and not other than Kadaka may take you any.
Let me tell you, being an RDC is the most difficult job.
yup mai beru kaneno ne lekelia ye
Sam's Crisip obero gira mwera madano weng mare Uganda. Jami pa Sam's timapo likine obero Crisps melayata, Crisps megonja, cookies, odi, berenge kemukene mapola ta. Nong jami pa Sam's Snacks e supermarket duju matilo baman. Sam's Snacks, no apora mamite.